President Trump preparing for his first State of the Union on Tuesday. The White House today giving a preview of what he will say. The president expected to tout the record-setting accomplishments of his inaugural year and outline priorities for his agenda in 2018. My next guest has some unique perspective on how the president can deliver. Jennifer Grossman is here. She is the former speechwriter to President George H.W. Bush and CEO for Atlas Society. Okay, good to see you, Jennifer. We're going to get right into it because you have a lot to say. So the theme will be building a safe, strong, and proud America with a focus on domestic and national security issues. The president, he's promising a bipartisan pitch, but with such a deep divide, Jennifer, between parties, is it possible to say both sides, something that they both will want to hear?
Well, I think regardless of what he says, the Democrats are not going to support him. There's many Democrats who aren't even showing up. So there's been some suggestion that he should offer some kind of apology for some of his past more aggressive statements, and that has not worked for Trump. It's not believable from Trump. So I think he should just stick to talking about taxes, about the economy, talking about record low unemployment, record high stock market, and actually even delve down and niche down on the different demographics that have helped, in particular women and minorities.
Okay, well, also, as you know, that there is a deep divide between most Americans and President Trump's faithful base. How does he speak to all Americans? He is. One thing I think that would be helpful would, as I said, to just be focusing on the economy. You know, you remember that President George H.W. Bush, who was the president that I wrote for, he was a one-term president in part because, as Clinton's guys said, it's the economy, stupid. And it wasn't just that the economy wasn't doing as well, but that he had departed from the Republican, conservative, libertarian principles that have always helped to boost the economy. So, you know, I think he should just continue to do what he's been saying. I don't think he should go out of his way to alienate or poke a finger in the eye of the Democrats. But I think he should just really focus on his accomplishments. He could explain a little bit more about, and he started to do that in Davos, what America First means. And it would be, I think that would be helpful in terms of maybe communicating to the larger country. When he says America First, it means a lot of things to different people, but you know, his favorite author is Ayn Rand. His favorite book is The Fountainhead, and so rather than just kind of throwing around America First as a bromide, he could look back to some of the first principles of why, you know, as Ayn Rand said, you can't take care of others unless you first take care of yourself. And that's what I really think he means by America First. I want to try to get two more questions in here in our short time here, Jennifer. You mentioned Davos. So, of course, the president is he's addressing our nation, but the world will watch it. Will there be any messaging to other countries, friends and foes?
I think he should take credit for moving the embassy, the American embassy, to Jerusalem. I think he should talk about what it means to be America's friend and what it means to be America's adversary. I think that he should just really make the case about how business of America is business, and that's going to be his focus. And he's open to trade, but he's open to fair trade. Everything that he's going to be doing or intends to do for the American economy will help to benefit others.
So then, Jennifer, what's at stake for the president himself in terms of what he says, but also how he says it?
Zero.
What's at stake for the president himself in terms of what he says, but also how he says it?
Very, very little. I think that this speech does not matter at all. I think it used to matter a lot back in the day, and back in my day. The State of the Union speech was a blueprint for the rest of the year.
So why doesn't it matter
now?
In
the press.
Why does it not matter now?
Well, because that's not
how he's primarily communicating is through written and delivered speeches. He's communicating through Twitter. He's communicating through social media. He's communicating directly. So I think his priority is to just not make a major mistake and to tout his accomplishments, but this speech more than any will just evaporate like the morning dew, and we'll be back, you know, tomorrow focusing on what he's saying on his Twitter.
Okay, interesting analysis, Jennifer Grossman. We will all be watching. We'll have it for you right here on the Fox News channel, of course. And I believe it was James Carville who said it's the economy, stupid. And we'll be right back.